Welcome into the Film Guy Network. It's football season, which means I've got a film study for you. What is up, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome in to the Film Guy Network on a fabulous Sunday evening here inside the studio. We got a couple of rules around here. When you drop 70, I think we said when you drop 69 plus or 63 plus on a Power 4 opponent, we're required to study what you did. I think we said that with Oregon. Now, this doesn't apply to Big Ten football teams anymore because we can't break down their all 22. But Notre Dame scored 70 this weekend, and they have a Heisman contender on their football team by the name of Jeremiyah Love. And he had over 170 yards in just 8 touches. So I thought it'd be a really, really fun thing to do, real quick opportunity to come in here, look at these 8 touches, and have a good time watching one of the world's best football players doing it right about now, shall we? All right, got a couple rules around here. If you learned anything about the game of football, you must subscribe. If you learned anything about your favorite football team, you must subscribe. If you have any fun at all today, you must subscribe. Let's shut up and let's grind the tape. It's going to be a quick one, probably the quickest one in the history of this program. Let's get after it. Or as I normally say, let's shut up and let's grind the tape. Normally you'll see a nice, cool shot. We're doing, what's the old buddy's name on Sunday Night Football that does the slide, Chris Collinsworth? We'll do a slide nowadays instead of giving you camera one because the toddlers took it out. Here we go. Play number 2 of the football game. And I think it's important to note, shout out to that Notre Dame defense. 21-0 before the Irish even touched the rock on the offensive side of the football. That'll do it. That'll do right there. That's a good job right there on the defensive side of the football. All right, second play of the game, all right, or offensive game for this Notre Dame football team. They're going to put it in the belly of Jeremiyah Love. And what I love most about this football player, and I'll be honest, the years that I've watched burners, the guys that run sub 10,900 meters like this guy, the guys that will go to the combine and run 4.28 or whatever this freak runs at the combine, normally they have very little patience. Normally you almost got to pull them back and teach them how to deliver blocks before they step their foot in the gas and run into tacklers. Not this guy. I think this is one of the most patient, explosive backs I've ever studied on this network and even on the NFL level. This guy will press the blocks as long as he can, then he will bounce. And what it ultimately creates is improper tackling fits, right? This corner is going to have to close this space in C-gap, and he's not going to be able to do so fast enough because Jeremiyah Love's going to stick his foot in the ground and get north and south. And this is the most angle-defying back we have in college football, and I think he will remain as such when he gets to the Sunday League. What has impressed me most about Jeremiyah is if you watched his high school tape out of St. Louis, this kid was an elite burner, but he looked like he was 175 pounds. Most of these kids that are really, really good track athletes that are 180, 185 pounds, when they go to college and they're ultimately 220 pounds, they lose a little bit of that electrifying ability. Not this cat. It's almost as if he has become even more uncatchable when he gets into open field. This guy takes away angles like you ain't never seen. Look, this right here, to be able to get outside, know that the crease is going to ultimately present itself, then get north and south and defy all those angles. That's what makes this guy so elite and so special. Again, so many backs will just run their way out. They'll continue to bounce, and then they'll pull I'm going to beat you to the sticks game outside the tackles. Not Jeremiyah. He's going to know ultimately that crease is going to present itself. My tight end or wide receiver doing a great job being physical inside the box here. Let's get north to south and go score. Great job there by 7. That actually might be a tight end. He looks pretty large. All right, already 35-0 with 2 minutes left in the first quarter. I think it's our second tote of the football game right here. And my God, what a surface they created for this cat. We always talk about on this network, the job of the offensive line and the coordinator is to put the running back one-on-one with the safety. And by God, they do it at plus 9 yards through a great job right here, okay? And I think this doesn't happen in years prior. I think years prior, these two Notre Dame wide receivers, whoever they may be, they never forced 3 over 2, okay? Or rarely did, I should say. They rarely forced 3 over 2. And when you have weapons over here that force that kind of dictation from the defensive back units, what do you have? You have favorable counts on the plus side for your running back. And when they're this good, my God, you're going to put them on the safety really, really frequently, and that's exactly what happens right here. Thought this was a very selfish play by the 3 technique from Syracuse, picking a gap right here. We can't do this, okay? We cannot do this. We have to hold our point, okay? Watch 91 right here. Watch this right here. Okay, if we hold this firm, we might actually have a shot in hell. But instead, we're going to pick a gap, and now we're going to make that void and that gap in A gap even bigger. And now we got one-on-one with the safety. You're lucky the safety does a good job peeling inside out and forcing Jeremiyah Love to step out of bounds. God forbid he over-pursued there. We get one stick and then take it to the door. That's normally what happens when this guy gets put one-on-one with the safety. Now, they finally forced him to cut the ball back here, and it's because we actually create some disruption at the point of the attack right here. You'll see, okay? I think he's going to press this. We just picked on 91. Now, let's show 91 actually making a play. He's going to snatch a guard down on his face right here. This is okay, all right? If we do this, guess what? We have maintained the gap, right? But if we pick a side, we did not. Do we all see the difference between those 2 reps as a defensive lineman, where we stack the offensive lineman, we shed the block, we replace right at his feet, as opposed to, oh, the run's coming at us, we're going to pick the outside gap and allow the back to stick his foot in the ground. No, 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 no. We can't do that. That's a good rep right there by 91, and an even better right here, rep by 4 of at least finding positive ground in the red zone, right? The worst thing that can happen to us right there, I think it's first or second down, is to take a negative. We end up taking negatives in the red zone area. More than likely, we're going to have to settle for field goals. I think this is another creaser right here. Oh, yeah, this is tight off the butt, isn't it? Oh, yeah, this is tight off the butt. All right, I can't remember who we were talking about. But, oh, no, I know who it was. It was an Alabama offense or running back, okay? When we get down blocks, okay, when we get tackles and guards and offensive linemen working on these angles, right, and we got an inside zone run this way, and we can have a potential to cut off the butt of that left tackle, we better hug that thing tight. We better be as tight as we humanly possibly can be, okay? We better be off the back heel. Do we see how absolutely stacked he is? Why is this so important? Well, first and foremost, that guy's never got a shot in hell of playing both. How many defensive end nowadays do you see feet square, taking away the quarterback, and then diving back in on the play because the back didn't press the down block hard enough? See what I'm saying? We cannot allow this guy to be able to play both. He is never going to have a chance to do so right now. But not only that, guess what we do? We make our angle so much better on that backside safety that's now got a what? Banana peel out to ultimately get us. And I guarantee you when Ford gets to grass right here, he's going to start bending back. That's what great backs do. Okay, they have natural intuition of not only where the free defender is, but where the defender that they need to most run away from first is going to be. On top of reading our keys perfectly. It's a great job there by Ford. Take it back to the top and let you see it one more time. What? Am I buzzing? How about now?
A lot better.
A lot better? All right. Did it just start? Yeah. Attaboy. Way to pay attention. We're almost done here. Oh, is this the combo at right tackle? No. This is they actually got us stopped, but this is a 7-yard gain, okay? This is what I think people don't respect enough about his game, is that he does have what we call dirty yards around here. He'll stick his nose down, get north and south, and pick up 8 yards in a crowded box. Oh, no, I know what we put on the notes. We have missed yardage. I've never seen this kid. You'd rarely see this kid leave yardage on tape. I think we did so right here on counter. Okay, we got a kick-out block coming from our backside guard. All right, we're going to wrap inside for the tackle. But the guy we're really reading, the butt in the block that we're ultimately reading is 9. Okay, 9's going to be the block right here up on the inside linebacker. Now, whichever side this number 13 picks, we better be ready to stick our foot in the ground and cut off of that. I don't think we are as a back. You see him pacing right there with him. There's Jeremiyah Love's helmet. There's 9. Now, when 13 chooses to jump to the outside, we got to make him pay for that right now, stick our foot in the ground, get north to south. Again, one-on-one with the safety who we're ultimately going to beat. All right, but instead, we finally get back north and south. Still an 8-yard gain. You know what I'm saying? Still an 8-yard gain. Still a physical run. And here I am, because I think this guy is super special. I want the 90-yard run every time he touches it, because I think he's damn near capable of doing so. What we got right here? Oh, man, I love this right here. All right, so this ain't even nothing to do. This has nothing to do with Jeremiyah Love. It's great. It's a great run by him. It's a great job trusting your blockers in front of you. But I want to talk about these two football players. Tell me these guys haven't taken this combination block. It's called a tray. tackle and tight end. All right, this is called a tray. Tell me these guys haven't blocked this 1,000 times in practice. I want to slow it down for you, and you can see just how in unison their footwork is. The first thing we're going to do is take a step on the 45, 6 inches up and over. I mean, that's identical to one another. Now, second step, it's got to step back up underneath ourselves, so we got to gain ground. Boom, both of them. All right, now third step, we better get through vertical and through his upfield shoulder. All right, I bet 9 puts hands on by the third step. Bam. All right, now we have to have 3 hands on the down lineman, meaning your 2 hands as a tackle and my 1 hand now as a tight end. And we better have what? We better have 4 eyes on our linebacker. Wherever we're comboing up, we better have eyes on them. Look at these 2 football players. I'm pretty sure they're working out to this safety. The moment this safety wants to jump out, or rather the corner, the moment he arrives, now the tight end is off to him, and now we have a crease created outside the tackle box only because, again, I mean, it's just too easy for 4 out there. But only in my opinion because the right tackle and the tight end are so perfectly clean in their assignments and their responsibilities. I love seeing perfect unison footwork in combination blocking. Last play. I think this is a hell yeah job right here by the left guard. An absolute hell yeah, baby. I love it right here because sometimes when that linebacker, y'all see that linebacker dipping out of his responsibilities, they got a stunt right here. Number 5 is going to jet his butt out of the box, okay? And the left guard's going to see that and square his side of the offensive line off, all right? And then once we get to the second level, watch us run through those safeties at the running back position. You talking about angle defying, okay? Look at these 2 jamokes. You're dead even with me. You've got an angle on me. I'm going to run right through the both of you because I am elite world-class speed. All right? No doubt about it. That guy is a burner. Once you get him into the open field, you're not catching him. All right? Love the angles late on him, bending back against the guys who got the angle of pursuit against you. But watch this left guard right here, okay? They are comboing. We talked about combos up a little bit earlier. They're comboing up to this backside inside linebacker. Now, when that backside inside linebacker darts his butt outside of the box, we've got nobody to work to. So let's finish our work here on the first level. Watch this left guard turn his butt back inside. He's going to realize, okay, there goes my work. Now I'm really going to seal this off and create a nice wide gap. Great job there by the front side center and right guard over, really creating movement and taking that mass and creating that hole. And I promise you right now, when 4 gets one of those, to the door. Bang your head on the goalpost is 6. Great job right there by all involved. Again, I don't think there is a offensive line and running game coordinator right now putting their back on the safety more frequently than Notre Dame. So real run offense, guys, on top of the fact that the quarterback's a future first-round draft pick, on top of the fact that they finally have some weapons out there, primarily at the X position in Malachi Fields. Hope you guys enjoyed it. We'll see you next time. Bye. Hey, I want to take a quick minute to give a shout out to our friends over at Sleeper. What a great time to be here on this network this year, but also a great time to be with our friends over at Sleeper. Go over to Sleeper today, the #1 place for daily fantasy and prop plays. Sleeper Picks is a real money product that connects friends over picks. Choose 2 to 8 of your favorite players from pregame, live, or even across different sports. Pick more than or less than the predicted stats. It's that simple. On Sleeper, you can get up to 100x payouts, share with your friends, and get rewarded today. Use promo code Brooks, as you see on the screen, on Sleeper and get 100% deposit match up to $100. Again, that's sleeper.com/promo/Brooks. Terms and conditions apply. Boys, as you know, we're about 28 minutes at the time of this ad read from the kickoff of NFL Sunday. So go ahead, run over to Sleeper right now. I'll give you permission to leave the stream actively. Go over to Sleeper, get a play in right quick, and get paid. We appreciate those folks over there at Sleeper. Again, that's promo code Brooks over there on Sleeper.